So, it's been a couple days, obviously, but I wanted to post. First of all, I want to thank the exotic bird hospital here in Jacksonville for taking care of Griffi. Thank you, Dr. Stevenson. Thank you to her vet tech, Jamie. I came running in, pounding on the door, screaming and crying. And so I want to thank you guys. I also want to thank Donna for taking over Griffi's social media while I couldn't. And this is Tui. She's one of our rescue birds. Yes, isn't that right, Tui? She's elderly. She's a citron cockatoo. A couple of things I wanted to say was I'm still making my way through all the messages. And I have this on my chest because she likes to, she thinks freckles and things need to be eaten off. So she doesn't mean to be mean, but sometimes she bites just a little bit too hard. Yeah. She thinks they all are bugs and they need to come off. Who's that, Tui? Anyway, I want to thank everybody for your outpouring and your thoughts and prayers. And I promise I won't cry. I won't cry. Caleb is still having a hard time with it. It'll get better. It always does. It just takes time. Doesn't necessarily mean that, the pain's going to go away, but you just learn to deal with it better, I guess. Yeah. Isn't that right, Tui? Yeah. You just learn to deal with it. A couple of things. So the PayPal, well, let me back up. None of Griffi's pages are going to disappear. We're going to keep them up because we believe that Griffi was put here for a reason, to make a change. And even though she was called home, her voice, I think, is still important to be heard. And I think, given the amount of people she's reached across the world, it's important to keep going on with the rescues and the knowledge and, promoting, adoption and not buying. And I'm not saying anything about people who breed. It's just my own personal opinion. But anyway, excuse me. So we wanted to let you know her vet bill has been paid, along with, it also paid for her cremation. We are going, there's some leftover money from the PayPal that people have donated. And we're going to, we have a foster in the house, Ollie. What are you doing, silly girl? We have a foster in the house, Ollie. And we're going to pay it forward. He's due for his yearly, I'm preening her feathers, by the way, in case people are asking. And she's a little hormonal, so I'm trying not to get near her bottom. We're going to use part of that money to pay for Ollie's next vet visit so that the rescue doesn't have to absorb that cost. So Griffi's name is going to pay it forward. We're also going to buy a new cage. But I'll talk about that later. But Donna had set up a GoFundMe. And the GoFundMe is what we're going to do with the GoFundMe. And I know it's only on Facebook right now, but I'll get the link posted to Instagram and to her YouTube page. But the GoFundMe, all of that money is going to be divided amongst several different rescues, and it's going to be in her name. And our hope is to keep her voice alive and going. And so we're going to try to do this on a yearly basis, around this time every year, in her name, to try to help, with the rescues. Griffi's not going away. She's still here. And there's always going to be birds like Griffi who will need a home, and who will need, you're going to need their forever homes. Just like Tui here, huh? Tui's our elderly lady. She's actually older than Griffi is. She's at least 30 years old, but we're not 100% sure on how. But we know for sure she's at least 30. Very sweet elderly lady. She can stretch her wings, but she can't open them all the way. She's got arthritis from being not allowed to get out of her cage a whole lot. It's the thought, is that she wasn't allowed out of her cage a whole lot to stretch her wings. So her wings are kind of atrophied, so to speak, and she's got arthritis in them. So while she likes to have her wings scratched underneath, can't lift them up too far because she'll squawk. I know it hurts her, but she's a sweet girl. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to thank everybody for everything and all their well wishes. And Griffi's name will continue on, and we're going to continue on with the mission that Griffi started. And like I said, on Friday, it's just going to be a different voice, but Griffi's videos aren't going away. And I do actually still have a few videos left on my phone that we never posted. You know, they're not going to be as exciting as some of the ones where she really got down, but they'll be new, and we'll post them. And there's always ways that we can, you know, take her image and, you know, redo it over some of the music that we know she would like. So we'll see how that works out. And we're going to do some kind of memorial for her. I mean, obviously the GoFundMe, but I'm kind of have some ideas in my head of something we could do, for an auction or something. But anyway, again, we thank you guys. And yes, we're still in mourning. You know, I tend, you know, everybody grieves differently. I tend to compartmentalize my grief, and deal with it later, so to speak, or it comes out in giant bursts. I'll be sitting there one day and just start bawling. So, you know, the way I process is different than everybody else, or Caleb. So you know, he's pretty much been in bed for 2 days. Oh, you don't need to bite that freckle. He's pretty much been in bed for 2 days, and he's just devastated. So, you know, but we'll make it through. We'll be there for each other. And we still got, you know, we got Tui here, we got Maya, and we got Ollie in the house. And I'm sure Griffi is going to send another bird our way and say, hey, Mama, Daddy, take this baby. Yeah, take this baby. It needs help too, just like me. Isn't that what she's going to say? You want to say Tui Tui? You want to say Tui Tui? What's your name, Tui? You going to say your name? What's your name, Tui Tui? Tui Tui. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, I will let you go. But again, thank you so much for the outpouring, and I will get Griffi's GoFundMe up on Instagram and YouTube, and all that. Every single dime of that is going to be going towards. It's going to be split amongst different rescues in Griffi's name. So again, thank you all for your support, and we love you. And we're not going away. So you know, don't leave. We'll be around, and we'll have other birds that are, you know, need homes, or I'm sure there'll be something, you know, something else that'll come through that has just as much of a personality as Griffi. I mean, even Miss Tui here has a personality. She learned some dance moves, didn't you, Tui? I watched her dance. Her cage was right next to Griffi, and she would dance with Griffi. So I think Tui learned some things. She just hasn't shared them yet. Isn't that right, Tui? You can't stay from the, you can't, you know, take away from the star. So yeah. You say hi. Yeah. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later.